Hey, Faith Chapel family, Pastors Jim and Kelly wanting to reach out to you today. Today's Thursday, and just wanted to give you an update. A lot has changed since we met on Sunday, and everything seemingly is canceled.
Yeah.
You know, we can't go to a restaurant. You can only get carry-out food, and the mall's closing. All kinds of things are closing. Hours are changing, and the things that are happening to local businesses are also impacting the church. So we wanted to come online and just let you know, give you an update that because of the recent restrictions and recommendations to avoid the spread of the virus, they're recommending people in groups of 10 or less meet, which means that we won't be able to meet on Sunday.
Right.
First and foremost, things are changing related to that, and we wanted you to know that. We are fully planning on meeting in a virtual online sense, so we're going to have a message ready to go. My wife's going to preach an amazing message this Sunday, and we're excited about that. But we're going to be using different platforms to do that. The online presence of Facebook, YouTube, and through our app you can watch the live stream, and we want to encourage you to do that. We also want to encourage you to give us feedback, ask questions, comment, and it should be a fun and interesting time as we move toward this newer virtual type of church. And I was thinking this morning that things probably aren't a lot different than what happened in the early church when those persecution at around AD 70, about 40 years after Jesus died, there was this massive persecution, and it drove Christians away from Jerusalem. And not that we're under persecution per se, but we're separated from each other, and it impacts our fellowship, the quality of our fellowship. And what I want you to know is that we love you. We're going to be connecting with the church families by phone call, by video, by things like that, and try and get on this platform a little bit more frequently so that you can know what's going on at the church, and just hear from us. We want you to be encouraged. We want you to be living in hope, because we do live in a time that if you're being fed the wrong stuff, it could seem hopeless, but really it is a time that is to be hope-filled. Jesus is doing amazing things on the earth.
Yes. Yeah, and it's a great time to take an opportunity to spend time with family. A lot of us are home, maybe can't work or, doing all of these things. So take advantage of the time, with your children and your husband. Just have a good time together. Maybe you can clean out closets you haven't cleaned before, but just use this time wisely. And also, there's a lot of people out there who are just so fearful. And we were at Costco the other day, and I just saw the fear on so many people, and I just realized, like, I'm in this store singing, and then I was like, oh wait, a lot of people aren't feeling this peace. And then the Lord was speaking to me that they don't have the Prince of Peace, so that's why they're not living in peace. And so it's a great time to be able to reach out to our neighbors and our loved ones, not in a condemning way, because how did we feel before we had the Prince of Peace? We would have been in fear as well. And so to take this time to share the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and he brings peace where there's storm, and we don't have to worry because he's with us and he's our provider, and we have each other. And so we can use this time as a great opportunity to be the church. And so let's do that. Let's take the time as the Faith Chapel family to do that. And so we're going to stay connected. We're going to encourage one another and love one another in this time. So, yeah.
I was also thinking about the family time that seemingly has multiplied for many of us. Now, I know that there's some emergency personnel that are working crazy hours and just being there for the needs around them. And I'd like, as a church family, to, if we know people like that, to get around them, support them. Maybe they have children that are now home alone or less supervised, or dynamics that's changed for them because now they're home and their parents are away a lot more. And if we could look out for those kind of people, be a blessing to them in some way, just be creative, let God speak. That would be amazing. But also, I was thinking about this whole family concept, that the reality is that a lot of the things that we do with our time have sort of been taken away from us. What do we do with our spare time? And now many of us are at home or around family, and like things have boiled down to the most important things. We've got God and we've got family. And, there's a Bible verse that I was thinking of today. It's in Ephesians 5, verse 16. It says, "Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil." And we have amazing opportunities, not only with our family, but also our immediate family, our blood relatives, but also our church family, and extending it beyond that to the needs around us. And we want to make the most of every opportunity. And so I was thinking, if you're watching and you're a part of the Faith Chapel family, if you're watching this video and you think, man, I could use some help. I need some help. Someone to pick some things up for me. I'm stranded. I'm struggling. Emotionally, I'm down. Would you call the church? Get a hold of us. And we want to find a way to encourage you. Maybe we could send somebody by. Maybe you have needs, material needs that we could help meet. But we don't want people to be in isolation and feel like there's no one there for them. So please reach out if you're a part of our family, and let us know how we can serve you. The church number, 315-469-5555. Before we go, I also want to just take a moment to say that we're going to be doing more things online. We're going to be having a couple, 2 to 3 times a week, words of encouragement. So we'll be getting online a little bit more, since we're not able to gather at the physical location that we normally gather at. But that is not the church. We are the church. And as the church, we are still able to thrive. Jesus is alive and well. And we're excited about what he's doing, and we know that he's going to take everything and make good out of that. So we just want you to know we love you. There'll be more times that we reach out and connect with you. Saturday, 10 o'clock, we're going to have a live stream message. It might be right from our home. It may be from the church, depending on some different variables that have to unfold. But as your pastors, we love you. Yes, we care about you, and we want the best for you. Praying for you, and believing that this is going to be over soon. But in the meantime, let's make the most of every opportunity.
Yes.
All right.
Love you. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.